Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail. Now, I got some interesting comments on the previous episode in which a viewer suggested, rather strongly and repeatedly, that I stop playing the game on camera and go away and grind 45 levels off camera to get all of my ability scores up to 15 in order to pass all conversation checks and not fail any. Now, back when I indulged in a little off-camera grinding with a practice character who wasn't allowed to explore things I hadn't seen before during early access, I could gain about 2 to 3 levels a day, maybe 4 on a really good day, in Act 1. And as we gain levels, the gap in experience points becomes larger, and yes, we're in Act 2, so the experience points gained will be a bit larger, but levels are slowing down. We're not getting a level an episode anymore. Consequently, if I were to attempt to grind out 45 levels at a somewhat reduced rate in Act 2, or even going back to Act 1, it's also worth noting that grinding levels without the experience gained from completing quests takes a very long time, so 45 levels would take probably 2 to 4 weeks, if not longer. So that would mean putting the game on hold, gaining a lot of levels, and honestly, as I would gain those levels and meet requirements for items, I'd be tempted to use them. I think I'll just stick with this. I'm okay with failing some stat checks in combat, right? Not every check must be succeeded, and different character builds get different options available and open to them, and that is totally fine. Also, I'm going to speak to Sheena
You're
here.
Speak your piece or let me work.
Sheena, you wanted some bear claws, right? Here you go.
Aye, these are bear claws indeed. You've got a knack for this. Or just plain luck. Either way, these will do nicely. Good, now maybe I can actually secure those tents properly.
Nice. Do you have any other interesting tasks for me while I'm here?
There might be something, but look, it's got to stay between us, right?
Why? Is it illegal?
No, of course not. Just don't want Denholm getting on my ass for wasting time and resources. Even though it'll be your time and my resources.
I'm listening. You better tell me what it is, and I'm interested to know what resources of yours are going to be wasted.
Well, one of our warehouses burned down recently. Completely down to the ground. When I checked what was left, I found a trapdoor. It must have been hidden under the floorboards, because I never saw it before. Problem is, it's sealed shut, and the lock looks ancient. Denholm told me to leave it alone, but it's been bugging me ever since.
Wait. So that's it? You're just curious?
Yeah, I am. Really bloody curious. Can you blame me? There's not much here in the way of distractions. And who knows, you might find something useful down there. Even if it's just more space I can use for storing supplies.
Alright, I'll look into it.
Great. Let me know what you find. Even if it's just a pile of rotten grain, I just want to know and be done with it. Oh, and one more thing. There's someone in Connacht who could help you get through that lock. Name's Filth. Lives in what's left of the Eastern Tower.
So you're telling me there's a person called Filth who lives in Connacht's walls?
Yeah, well, of all the things I've seen in Connacht, at least I know Filth is harmless and knows everything that happens around here. I've never caught Filth doing anything illegal, and as long as it stays that way, we're good.
You probably haven't gone out of your way to try and catch him doing anything illegal. Alright. While I'm here, I'm gonna visit the forge. Because I got myself some new meteoric iron, and I intend to use it. Now, I'm wanting to... Let's see, I can make some leather, right? This is bear pelts. and deers and wolves, right? Okay, excellent. Now, at some point I would like to go back and try and face the Weird Knight. I think I've made the boots and maybe the hats. I'd need to go check. Stash. You know, I can do that from here. Upgrade. Stash. We have gloves, hood, boots, not seeing the body armor. So yeah, I'd like to go and face the Weird Knight once again. And I've come across a rumour that he is not immune to conditions. In fact, we haven't found anything that's immune to conditions. And we know bleed can stack, so I'm going to improve the blood sting. This won't increase the bleed, it won't increase the damage we take, but it'll increase the base damage. Also, if I increase the duelist shield, I'll increase the amount of damage returned on block. And I might as well do that. And if I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to want... There we go. So, body. Well, I mean, we can just throw all those in. And, you know what, some of these, some of these. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. Right, we better go stash that before we forget. And I think I'll make a couple of these. Because it would be nice to continue increasing our skills so that we can make some more of these fine items. Oh, that reminds me actually. While we're on a bit of an upgrade kick, we have a two-handed hammer that breaks blocks. And there's been a lot of big shields in this region. Let's take it up to +4. We'll hold on to that lot for later. The Ravencrest Executioner would be nice to get to, but that needs 10 strength. Speaking of which, by the way, there's a quest reward I should go and obtain. Because I forgot to speak to the commanding officer about the alchemist. So let's go and do that. Because clearly I should have done that in the last episode when I was in the camp. I'll even jog a little. I don't think he'll go to bed, but he might. And if he does, we'll just wait till morning anyway. The gates aren't closed yet, so we've still got time. And then, if we go visit this so-called filth at night, because it's a dirty deed, best not done in the presence of the guards. Something changed on the lighting just
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Easy. Maybe in a bit. Let's put on a little burst of speed just to get to here. Okay.
Have some spare food, a coin. Anything else?
Because we have a report to make. And he's already abed. Ah, well. Let's not bother him. Denham clearly needs his sleep. Immunus Argyle is not sleeping yet. He's too troubled. He's staying up, agonizing about his lost youth.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
So oh wait, no, I don't need to rest for night. I can go see a thief about a
Spare a
lock.
coin for the hungry.
Now, I don't know where the lock is. I also heard a rumour that I should really go back to the Druidic Stone Circle I was so close to in the last episode. And climb around on top of the stones, so I'll be doing that soon. Probably not in this episode, as I just went back there last time. Maybe next episode, we'll see. Never ever chill hut, maybe a bit tough. So many things. Right, okay. So, all bound, yeah, this way. So here's the interesting thing. Down below this bridge is the barrier with the big plague markings all set up. But if I just head past the bridge over here and explore this part of town, there are some stairs leading down. We see the barrier. That's plenty of nice space there. We have no reason to venture into the plague-ridden part of town yet, and that's probably for the best. So here we have Etain's house. I'm not sure we know an Etain yet, so let's just hold off on that. And continue up here. There's another house on the side. Shadowblade house. Well, we'll be heading in there at some point. And here we have a tower. And inside the tower is a hooded individual with bare feet dressed in rags. Probably smells rather repugnant as well.
Oh, this is unexpected. You look beautiful, you know. And you have a beautiful soul. Maybe even more than just one. I can hear them fluttering. I see their soft shimmer. Will you show me? Show me, show me. Trust me. Even though filth is filth, I can be generous. I want to be generous. I want to be good. And you should feel special. That could happen.
What are you talking about?
Souls, trinkets, all those that belonged to others, but are now yours, because you dared to reach for them. For you. A blessing of sophistication, or perhaps splendor. For those who have had something taken away, a blessing of absence. Even lack can be worth experiencing. Deeply and intensely.
So, you believe in trading in souls?
Coins, items. Items become coins. They gain a soul. A man who is a scavenger, whether he's filth or not, also possesses a soul. Strong, shimmering, fluttering. A soul that yearns.
I'm not going to give anything I have to your soul. Does your soul yearn to be with the ones that I possess? Who are you?
Nothing more than a mongrel. Filth. Yet I could just as well be a lord, reigning over the streets of Kuanacht. But no, that would be too much. The streets belong to everyone, along with their mud, sorrow, and cold.
Filth is an oddly peculiar name. Where did it come from? There's a novel that came out, I want to say about 10 or 15 years ago. A character an old Englishman in Hong Kong that the locals called Old Filth. It's not because he's stinky, it's an abbreviation for failed in London, tried Hong Kong. And he's not having a lot of success over there either. Where did you get the name from?
Filth. Both a name and a title. One cannot forget about titles. There were people who made filth aware of my own filthiness. Good people. People who showed me the right way. Let it feel special and beautiful.
Sheena sent me. Do you know anything about locked trapdoors in a destroyed warehouse? If he says he needs to, like, touch souls of us and he sends us into the weirdness and we need to go into the weirdness to unlock the trapdoor and then come out again, I would not be entirely surprised.
Ah, the gateway to the hidden beggar's kingdom. To open it, you'll need a royal scepter. A truly fancy old key, which, lucky for you, I happen to possess. I haven't been there for quite some time. I'll lend you my key, but only if you promise to retrieve something that was left behind for me.
What is it that you wish me to collect?
A curious cube. It has symbols and moves. And it tinkles delightfully. Very interesting and amusing. The first time I was there, I was too afraid to bring it to the surface. Didn't want others to look at it. But now, I want to have it here. Here. Take the key. Bring the cube to me. Make me feel nice.
I suspect that when I interact with the cube, I may be sucked into the weirdness, go on a little mini-adventure, and then I may be able to bring an inert and deactivated cube back to him. Where did you get that key from?
The secret of a scavenger. Asked, he doesn't tell, and at no guess does he nod. What a dull world we'd live in if people shared all their secrets. Am I right, my dear?
You just give me such a valuable key like that?
Oh, of course not. I have my own interest in this. I hope you haven't forgotten about that already. Besides, would you really take a borrowed gift with no intention of returning it? Shattering the fragile beggar's trust I've placed in you? No, you wouldn't do that, would you? You know very well that such things only bring about rather unpleasant outcomes.
It feels like he may be someone in disguise, like the Fisher King. And actually, with the Robin Williams film of the same name, I can definitely imagine this being an association.
Oh, and one more thing.
Uh-uh.
If you have anything that once belonged to someone else, I'll gladly take care of it.
Oh, he's a thief, is he? A fence, rather. I can believe that. Alright, so there's a bed of sorts here. It's raised up. We can use it, apparently. I'm not going to do that. We have presumably stairs here in the tower as well. At some point we can see remnants on the walls. Now let's head out and work out where we might find a warehouse that is burned down to the ground. We've got things here we could steal. Ring of protection, let's not take it. It's not ours. Hello, little Quirko. You doing alright there? You don't want me to grind 45 levels off camera, do you? I'll grind them on camera, I don't mind that. Well, I might a little bit. Okay, let's see then. Do we know where this... Oh, that's not very far at all, is it? Okay. If this warehouse burned down to the ground, the Talbot family house, Where could it be? Because obviously we should see signs of fire damage. And we see scaffolding. Niante, that's a name we've come across before. We may very well need to descend to the lower part of town for this. Play a little game called What's in the Box. Shit! Well, we're going down now. Not gonna take any of this stuff. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Okay, let's just go. Ow. Yep, that hurts. Alright. Let's just pray we don't get into any trouble from this. Okay, so we can't go through here. Hang on. We've been here before. Okay. Oh. It can't be the same warehouse again, surely. No. So if we pop up here, should definitely do that by morning. Stick that on. Okay. Try this actually. There we go. So, over there. I see. That makes much more sense. So, let's go look for a burned down warehouse in this direction. Oh, warehouse burned down, Furkitt's inventions. Got it, got it. Okay. Over here. We seem to be outside town, but moderately safe, although I think I see dead walkers across the way there. Let's take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. We're gonna have fun finding our way in later. Are we in the... No, we do not appear to be in the plague-ridden part of town, and that's probably for the best. Okay. We have a key. I think I'm going to approach this quest as honourably as I can. But if I get sucked off into the weirdness, then things are going to happen. Bloody hell. Am I? Yes, I am. Okay, we've got tools down here. Whoa. Hole in the floor. Something tells me. Oh. If there's a hole in the floor... Ah! Nimue Scroll 1. The language that men hears whisper. To carve meaning into chaos. The material that men hears are made from tends to speak in ways mortal tongues cannot replicate. When we attempt to capture those whispers with our magic, a map begins to form. I have felt vibrations beneath my fingers, yet they slip away from comprehension like water through clenched fists. Merlin says that menhirs are keys, but to what? I suspect they shape reality itself, each node, each ideogram, an imprint of potential futures. Some whispers resonate with time, while others quiver with emotion or memory. If one could speak them, perhaps one could summon entire histories into existence. I constantly feel as though the menhir is ceaselessly trying to enchant the reality around it. Okay, if we're talking scrolls to find and collect while we're down here, I should probably be more thorough in my search. Also, I'm definitely suspecting that hole is the only... Yeah. Getting a kind of point of no return feel about that hole. Which is why I suspect this will lead us into weirdness. Okay. Okay. Rope used to be a crafting ingredient. Let's see if it still is. Yeah, it is. Alright. Here we go. Dead walkers. Hello. Let's get some sword practice in. Let's get chopping. That looks worked and detailed. These appear to be older ruins. And I have no intention of plummeting into the depths. Aha! A point of return. Excellent. Oh god. Okay. Perhaps a later point of return. Still not sure how we are going to ascend once again to the entrance. Doesn't look like we can get through that tiny hole there. Don't worry, little Quirko, we're just going to go fight some dead men. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a tough bugger. And the thing about being dead so they don't suffer from exhaustion and fatigue. Come on, little Podder. You can make it down. Just imagine we lift him down. He'll be, like, teleported in behind us in a bit. Uh-oh. Why does this feel like that bit in Dark Souls where the assassins with daggers come out and slit your throat from behind? Because it's really hard to defend against them because they're so fast. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, hello. Look, I got more armor than you. Oh, you are getting stamina exertion. Interesting. Well, obviously that hurts. And that looks interesting. Reinforced chest, eh? Cottage pie. Iron poisoned arrow. Not the— oh god, where did you come from now? Wait. Where? Oh, there. Immune, eh? Okay, well, not immune to that one. Well, you're finding me very quickly, aren't you, you lot? And I don't mind too much. Saves me the bother of going looking for you all, doesn't it? Now. That wasn't... no. Ah, come on, little Podder. You can catch up. Oh, it's for bleed he's immune to. Got it. Okay. Which means the immune word against the weird knight may have been for some condition. The burning. Right. Yeah, I can dodge. Allegedly. Not necessarily very well either, but I can do it. Yes, I can crouch jump, because that makes so much sense. Oh, hello. Yep, so we're back out here. I am liking these new chest designs. Very ornate. Okay, just about here. Back a bit. No. Okay, a little less. There we go. And a ladder. That we don't seem to be allowed to use. We might be able to use it if we fall down there to climb up, but no, broken ladders down there. Our reflection of the water looks like there's a torch up there, and it's a place we will need to go. Let's be cautious about that. And can I make it through here standing full height? Yes, I can. This one? Absolutely not. Although that looks so dodgy. Filth's cube. Let's do that last. Because we have been tasked with searching out the whole area and seeing what's down here. And if that's going to do anything significant, we should definitely do it last. See, little... Oh god, really? Oh. Oh. Okay. I suppose we can practice jumping a little, but we're not very good at it. Not sure where he's... Oh, he's up there. Okay. Run, 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 jump like a dickhead. There we go. And that's not a treasure chest, it's just some kind of broken cart. Okay. Ah. There we go. Right. This jump is not so urgent because we can climb back over it. Right. Hello. I think I've been near here already. I may now have cleared the area. Almost. Well, the accessible portions of it. I wonder. Sorry, I've been playing Monomyth recently, so I'm wondering if I can jump up on top of these to get up here. And I can. That looks valuable. It looks like a location I should visit. And if I need to find a way in, it's probably back there. Okay, some kind of labyrinth depiction. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to search through this lot. Because we're in a scavenger's paradise. Let's be a scavenger. And then let's just nip back down here, because there's this whole sort of alleyway. It feels like there's one there, but I just can't claim, and it's spawned beyond purple line on the wall, you notice. Yeah, I think we've just spawned a little bit of weirdness there that we can't pick up. So here we are. One moment. What if that's a hint that we can get in there? Because I believe the place we've seen is okay, it looked like a chest. No, we've been there. Alright. There's at least one foe up ahead. And many markings on the walls. Multiple foes now. I'm not sneaking, it's just a low ceiling. Two of you, eh? Rocco found us. Hey, here, little buddy. Right, there is at least one more foe. So what happens? Do they go overexerted? Right. Are we? No. Let's obviously check along here first, because the other place looks far more important. Hey, you. Got him. Is this a... well, maybe not. A way back up. To a certain degree, yes. To another degree, it doesn't get us up that vertical shaft. Maybe we get some magical flying power down here that allows us to ascend vertically. I'm not sure. How are we doing for experience, by the way? Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Right. Only 3 of these. We're looking to replace them with something soon then. Obviously the poisoned arrows aren't going to do very much down here. Got ourselves some nice food. Let's continue. Come on. I want to try parrying. Get him? I'm not sure. Got him now. Ritual blade, must not use that. Okay. That looks like more parts of the scroll. Thought so. Alright. These candles look very similar to the ones surrounding Filth's box. No obvious way out of here. Okay. What have we got? 4! Is number 2 in the box? I believe that is probably the case. Although I could go on a little search around here to see if it comes up anywhere at all. I'm going to go against my gut now and go pick up that box, aren't I? I hope I don't regret it. So now... trying to think where else it could be. Oh, there's a chest right at the back of the room, of course. Of course, let's try there first. Oh, easy, you say? Okay. Thank goodness for that. So, charged by dealing elemental damage up to 500, creates an explosion dealing 150 damage and applying random elemental statuses to all enemies around you. Heavens. So a dagger, dexterity and perception, increases incoming damage and decreases incoming healing. What? That's just like a cursed item. The mask increases stamina, health, and maximum health. Probably looks pretty ugly if I put it on. Right. It was at Merlin's side that I first beheld a menhir, a towering, grim figure veiled in ancient power. Merlin called them pillars of the Four-Dwellers' reality, but I see them as something more. Bridges between the weirdness and the tangible world. Now we know that the menhirs tend to repel the weirdness. That's why I am convinced that typical Four-Dwellers would not have built something that could deprive them of their power. I believe the menhirs were made by those among them who sought something beyond, though I do not yet know precisely what that might have been. I believe that for many Four-Dwellers, the menhirs are like open, festering wounds, and we in turn can do nothing but draw from that kind of situation. We have conversed, don't worry, I'm ignoring that for now. We have conversed with the Weaver, who has given us additional insight into this matter. And if we assume he was telling the truth, then it was at the creation of a Four-Dweller who wished to become human, banish his weird nature and experience. It's not even necessarily become human, because there weren't that many humans here at the time. What the hell were we sneaking from, Quirko? Can't have been you, you're right behind us. And yes, that looks ominously like they're about to come to life and observe us. Okay. This may be no paradise. Merlin and I once believed that Avalon was salvation, a place where dreams could grow eternal. Arthur made us take that vision very seriously. All we needed was to drive back the weirdness, and that is what we strive for. But what if the weirdness is a force we can never truly banish from Avalon? Could it be that it does not merely surround this land, it sustains it? Every leaf, every stone, every whisper of wind is tainted with its presence. Avalon was not made for mortals like us. The Four-Dwellers built this land as a sanctuary for themselves, not for humankind. Wait. Oh, that shifting on the light on the blood on the pillar, that looks well dodgy. Even great lights can fade. Merlin once told me that wisdom is a flame, and like all flames it burns brightest before it is extinguished. The magic that makes a menhir repel the weirdness is itself a great wisdom, so I started to wonder, do menhirs die? Perhaps, though, I should phrase the question differently. How do menhirs die? For we already know they do. The one we found was already extinguished, but Merlin, Merlin, that brilliant beast, found a way to speak to them, to rekindle their flame. The price of that language was his own blood. Nevertheless, what does the death of a menhir look like? Perhaps I am getting ahead of myself. Perhaps I should trust that the magic Merlin breathed into them will suffice for humanity forever? And yet something unsettles me. I long to know what a world suddenly bereft of menhirs would look like. What has she done? I've certainly found something that might interest Sheena. And more importantly of all, I should go pick up that box, and it gives me the power to get out of here. That's great! If it does not, I may have some trouble. I mean, she should probably take this ritual site very seriously, but she'll probably just think of it as a place she can stash things in. I'm not sure that's wise. Let's go play What's in the Box, and it better not be the severed head of Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't know very much about that film, apart from the fact that you literally can't pronounce Set 7 you fucking twat. I know they're trying to be clever and replace the V with a 7, which looks nothing like a V, but it's just fucking stupid. Set 7 is not a word. So there. It's like a kind of word sandwich, a word inside a word, but inside its own word. And I only know that from like one of the old RPGMP3.com podcasts. World's Largest Dungeon, when they were like going on about what's in the box, I found a box. Okay then, let's take this. Did anything bad happen? Well, firstly, I'm not going to do anything with this. I will just take it back to him. And the way out seems to be down. So, let's try this way. Again, we cannot use the ladder. We may be able to leap down into the water. Yeah, let's not do that just yet. Probably can't get over there. Let's really take the long way round. No map. So we've got 2, haven't we? So that's just going back to her. This is not it. No. No. There. No! Huh. Was I just looking at the wrong quest the whole time? Oh well. So, while it seems very reasonable... No, let's just focus on the same one. Very reasonable to suspect that downwards and outwards is the correct path. Let's just follow this, because I presume we'll go through here. We'll go... And we'll take the shortcut all the way back to the top and discover we cannot climb out. And that we need another way. Another way which may lead us out into the weirdness. Ooh, there's a thought. Right, so. Dead-end sacrificial chamber where some kind of attempt at a very evil ritual. I'm seeing some four-dweller signs. Oh, look at that blocked up doorway. Okay. Yeah, where some attempt at some sort of very evil ritual was not attempted, because I already said attempt, but performed. We'll go performed, yeah. And so if we go back through here, onwards and downwards, where the torchlight shines, does seem to be our only option, because if we head back this way, we cannot climb the vertical shaft. It is too steep, and even these small wooden pegs in the walls are not going to support our weight. So it would seem a plunge into the abyss is required to emerge from this hellhole. I'll take a drop from the lower ledge, as I'm less likely to strike a rocky ledge or bounce off the sides or something on the way down. And I'll just pray there isn't some big giant nasty monster waiting in the water to kill me at the bottom. Because if so, why is it stuck in that tiny place? Okay. If the ladder worked, it would make more sense. The ladder does not work. So I'll drop to here. How are we doing for time? Middle of the night. Well, that's not ideal, is it? We'll go out straight into the weirdness and it will be nasty. I wonder, can we make it? No. There's no footing. Oh well. We better just pray we can make it to safety. Somehow. I mean, there's a gaping great hole in the city walls, so a few of them actually. So we shall see how this goes. The dark clouds there at the top of that image look like there's some kind of rolling monster with claws in it and a big head looking down. It's very ominous. And there's a sort of golden heavily glow, but also a sort of lightning look to the clouds on the left. Right, are we out now? No, we're not out yet. We're still loading. Okay. Hope it's not somewhere really nasty. Presumably. Oh god. A waterfall? Okay. Let's just look for a way out of here. There's a bit of land here we can stand on to gain our bearings. Alright, let's see, where are we? We can't be too far down here. Okay, so how the hell do we get out of this then? So we've gone in there, come out somewhere over here. No, over here pretty much. Somewhere over here, I think, there's a doorway in the cliff. Hello, little Quirko. I don't suppose you know where out of here. Look, that looks like it gets deeper beyond the large rock, so we're probably best staying on this side. Oh no, it gets deeper in this direction as well. And I didn't bring my swimming gear. I'm going to pretend the weirdness cannot attack us in the water at night. That's not a very good pretense, by the way. More of a hope. Okay, I see a way out of the water. It does not look like a very safe way. Oh, wait a minute. I see a better way. Weren't we? No, we were not just up here recently. Okay. So that goes up to the big tree then on the other side. And we may be able to make it back. Okay, nothing special. Oh shit, a fucking Croakmore. Right. We know these things. A sleeping Croakmore. There's a bounty on these bastards. You have a weak spot there in the mouth, allegedly. Did I get it? Or did I fuck him up? I don't know. But I intend to. You gonna fight me or what? You big bugger. Look out, Quirko! It's gonna fuck you up! Oh. Okay. Oh shit, we're in the scenery. Got the bastard, right. Oh, you beauty. Lots of nice stuff. Okay. And a fire that we presumably cannot illuminate. Yeah, the tree could be a safe area where the weirdness will not assault us. I can see why there are a lot of dead people here. There's a fucking great big Croakmore. We can't level up. Could try cooking a little while we're here. Let's make some scones. You know, just work on those crafting skills. Ooh, lots of nice scones. Okay. Okay. I think I will be up and about now. Where? That sounded like the giant blue four-dweller light appearing. You know, we've only got to last another minute or two out here in the night. We might as well make it for the town. Although they may not open the gates for a few more hours yet. And that big blue bird flies overhead sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah, let's be... Oh, I see you. I see you, you bastard. You gonna come fight me or what? Because... if I can just get rid of one. Yeah, these parry windows are absurd. It just doesn't matter. Okay, we've got the level. And I've been replenishing so much King's Power, I might as well have used some recently. But that has not been the case just yet. Oh, 2 more of you. Well, I think we could handle that, don't you? Come on, Ben. They're gone. It's safe. We can play. I mean, we have an empty potion slot to fill. Let's do that. Alright. Well, I mean, there's a small health potion. Let's just pop that in there and get rid of it. And... immaculate. Well, well, well. That's worth it. Right, for this level... I'm going for strength, which doesn't do very much for us. But I'm taking it anyway, as it helps work towards item requirements. And I'm going to mirror that with a point in Mighty Blows, because I've been talking about it for the last few levels and really meaning to do it. Next level will be Endurance, Practicality or Perception. Probably. Could sneakily fast travel inside town. I'm not going to do that, because as we all know, fast travel is cheating. Oh! Wait. I had something important to do. Angle of scenery matters. Right, plane. It ain't much. Unexceptional. It's a mushroom. Immaculate. Moonshine Forlorn Axe +7. No special qualities, but pretty good stats. Needs 10 strength. We're working on it. And actually with 9 strength, there's probably a good two-handed weapon we could consider using. Let's head back into town. I believe the bad men here are dead, so there shouldn't be any more. And no weird spirits marking their hello, who are you? You're a fire pit, you're no one. Excellent. Well then, let's head for safety. I also believe these evil men have been slain. By me, quite recently. And the weirdness has not yet replaced them. Are the gates open already? They do appear to be. How bizarre. If I get closer and the gates magically shut and then open in a few hours' time, I would not be surprised. For now though, let's head inside the town walls while the gate remains open. And we're back in the almost but not quite Town of Tristram from Diablo 1 music. I'm not going to visit Sheena first, I'll go visit Filth first, because I don't want an option to betray him to her. Let us hope that when he gets the cube, nothing bad happens to him. Something good could even happen. You know, that
Spare a coin for the hungry.
the soul of a knight could emerge from him and converse with us. I think we can get around this way. What are you doing there? Is that her? I think it is. I hope we're not supposed to go to her first, and that is our only option. He might not recognise that we've brought it back. Okay, so I'm going to put this in interrupted. As he may not recognise it until we've spoken to her and got our rewards. Here's the cube you wanted.
Ah, there it is. Oh, how I've missed this little marvel. Ah, yes, just as I remember. Smooth, intricate, and delightfully enigmatic. Look at those symbols. They twist and turn like whispers in the dark.
What's so special about it?
Oh, that faint hum. The way it catches the light just so. Oh, it's like it's alive, singing its own little song of secrets. Oh, I'll treasure it. Perhaps I'll figure out its riddles. Perhaps I'll just stare at it for hours on end. Either way, you've done well. And one more thing. My key. You didn't think I'd let you keep it, did you? A treasure for a treasure, as it should be.
Oh no, take the key.
Ah, good, good. You're someone who understands balance. Give and take is the way of the world, after all. My trust was well placed.
Okay, so I think what I'll do then is go see if it plays out differently with her, right? I'm not going to give her the box. But if I have no reason to keep the key. Oh, what if she wants the key? Then I come back and he says, have you got the key? And I say, oh no, sorry, I gave it away to her like an idiot. Ah, so there are interesting ways this could play out. I imagine stealing from the thief, as there is no honour among thieves, may be the way to go here. I don't feel particularly good about it, so let's just head around and see Sheena after all.
Nice to see you.
Oh bloody hell, there you are.
Good to see you.
Your voice is still very loud. You've got a few nice things here, like this. I may avail myself of some of your items later on.
Help us all out on your journey, will you?
If I tell Sheena I made a promise to the beggar, she's greedy and materialistic, she won't care about the promise or honouring it. But maybe handing him the box, the box is a quest item, so I couldn't ask Arthur about the box, which would have been interesting. I could always tamper with it and try to... I could go back to Filth later on, see if there's anything to say about the box after I've given it to him and left him with it for a while. That could be interesting as well. If I do this... Look, it's a quest item, right? So it's part of the quest. And if I speak to her and complete the quest without giving it to him, that will feel very bizarre, so... Here we go.
What is it now? If it's chatter you're after, you'll be disappointed.
That's true. I managed to open the trapdoor for you.
And? What was inside? Don't leave me hanging.
It was Kuanacht, but much older.
You mean the old street level? Bloody hell, I didn't think this place had anything like that. I figured it was just a complete shithole. But this, oh, this is fascinating. Damn, now I wish I'd gone with you. Did you find anything else down there?
You're really excited about this, aren't you?
Of course I am. It's history. About the only thing I ever enjoyed learning. Though mostly it was just battles and strategy. I like hearing about the cities too. I know Camelot has its older levels. Never been there though. There's curious and then there's suicidal. But Connacht? If Denholm ever gives me a day off, I might just go see it for myself.
I found some scrolls written by Nimue about Merlin and the local men here.
Ah, damn. Definitely not thrilled about that. Best you bring them to Denholm. He'll take care of it. Here's your reward, and thank you for doing this for me. You're good people. I hope you know that.
I am a person. Well, perhaps Maggot would be interested. Oh! Okay. Hold on. And still nothing about the box yet. If I go see the druid, he could look at the box. Right? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Let's go and do that. We'll scamper off over this bridge. And damn, this episode's just going to get longer, isn't it? There was me thinking I was nearing a good stopping point. But, look, I'm not sure I should take the threats of filth seriously. But it's a matter of honor. And if he treats me dishonorably, then I am the noble one. And he has showed his character. And he already gave us something for nothing, and it got us access down to the area. We've searched it. But hello, here we are. This could be interesting. This is starting to feel like main storyline stuff. Not a reward for doing a few collection quests for her. I found some scrolls written by Nimue about Merlin and the local men here.
The lost knowledge of lost people, rotting away in the bowels of lost Connacht. I've often wondered if these scrolls would ever see the light of day again.
You knew about them?
I only knew they existed, hidden away. My old master once planned to retrieve them, but, well, as for me, I've long known that a burning curiosity can easily lead to immolation.
Like
Thank
moths.
you for bringing them to me. Now we can keep each other company as we rot away to oblivion.
Wait, so you're trying to destroy the knowledge? Quest completed. But the box is still a quest item. Interesting. Okay, so what I'll do then is I will just go and give these things back to Filth while I'm here, because it makes more sense, right? So is he trying to suppress the knowledge? That's bizarre. Planning on taking the secret with him to the grave. I presume Denham would plan to find some sort of practical use. Oh, but he wants to take this Menhir away to Camelot as well, doesn't he? Ah, but if he learns that the Menhirs are, like, falling apart, right? And they can perish, then there's no point collecting them all. Or he might decide it's important to collect them all before they go out. Ooh. Well, here's your cube, friend. Ask what's special about it. Have your key back as well.
Good.
What's he got for sale? Okay. Ah, we have one of those rings already. Consumable. Next sneaking hit will instantly kill enemy. Well, we probably can't sneak up on the Weird Knight, although that would be quite nice. Swift Strider boots, okay. So like the Wayfarer boots, but in combat as well as out. Consumable. Oh, hello. Okay. Sure, we'll take that. I'll give some thought as to what to do with it. Then we'll head out of here, and I think what I'll do is head back to the marketplace and end the episode, and give
Always
a
a
little thought
pleasure
as
to
to
see
who
you.
I'm going to give the scrolls to. Giving them to the druid means he does nothing with them, but giving them to Denim may be a bad idea. Could also be a good idea. It's hard to say. And I may very well blatantly check in between episodes. In fact, sod it. I'm here now. I'm here now, aren't I? I'm here now. So we'll save again on interrupted. Because I feel this should go to the druid. My curiosity wants me to check the alternative option.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
But then I'll probably take them to Maggot anyway, as some form of damage limitation.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
It's useful information, but in the wrong hands it could do a lot of damage. These are probably the wrong hands. I questioned Furkett.
What's happening with Furkett? Is he going to surrender? Or do I need to use force?
The fault lies with your soldiers. They took everything from him without asking, so they didn't know what was dangerous.
That's a serious accusation. Still, I suspected you might say something like that. I'll be honest with you. Furkett is neither trusted nor well regarded among my soldiers, especially after the accident which, as you claim, they brought upon themselves. Fine. Furkett will stay in Cunacht, and his inventions will be returned. However, make sure that he takes proper care of them, so they no longer pose a threat to anyone. Here. This is for your excellently conducted investigation. Tell Furkett
Thank
of
you.
my decision. Let him make the necessary preparations.
And that's what you get for reloading saves, because I obviously couldn't talk to him about the scrolls, because I haven't gone to see Sheena yet. So I think I'll save after talking to her. Yeah.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
So what am I thinking for episode titles? A Beggar's Quest, Digging Around in the Undercity, something like that.
Nice to see
The Old
you.
Town, Dirty Old Town. Yeah, because that's a song, isn't it? Dirty Old Town, Dirty Old Town. It's Irish, I think. Because that would reflect on filth and the old ruins beneath the city. Yeah, I like that. Now, do I spell it dirty with a D as well, just to make it even weirder? Probably not. There's only so far you can go with writing an accent. After a while it just starts to look really awkward on the page, or as if you're emphasizing it that little bit too much. In theory, I may be able to take the Four Dweller Knight at night time soon. In reality, it seems like I need to be able to pile on a lot more damage. And looking at it, I might need 4 more levels to get all of the skills that would probably help in that encounter. Hello, Furkett.
And? What's our situation? What did Denholm say?
He said you can stay here in Kuanacht and you can make your weird candles. But, as we know from... This is bad. As we know from Tainted Grail Conquest, weird candles are made from human fat. Tallow made from human fat. And yes, when they burn, they keep the weirdness at bay, but they're made from people. Presumably freshly killed living people.
Oh, so does this mean Camelot still has a working brain among its ranks? Incredible. Very well. A deal is a deal. I'll begin production of weird candles, and you've done well. In return, I'll offer you a discount on my products and allow you to use my house. Feel free to cook and sleep there whenever you like. I rarely indulge in those distractions. But remember, never ever interrupt my work.
Is this the house or a workshop? Well, there's a bed here. And it would be nice to finally rest in one. Let's go over and see Sheena. And just to be clear, we have absolutely... Where the fuck are all the keys? Yeah, we've got rid of the cube and the keys. Should probably go turn those in at the Horns of the South at some point. But the problem is, if we go to the Horns of the South and turn them in, we'll kill some more bandits on the way back north again, unless we use fast travel. And if it's weird candles that have been burning in these lanterns to keep the weirdness at bay, that would make a lot of sense.
You're here. Speak your...
Here you go. Open the trapdoor.
You mean the
old ruins?
This? Of course.
Excited.
I like hearing about the Knight. There's your reward.
And she's not interested in the scrolls. Okay. I'm going to just step back and end the episode here. I think I've been playing for long enough and I deserve a little bit of a break. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say goodbye for now and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.